Happy Sunday. Yes, I'm on today. I'm just going to stay here for a few minutes and see if we have other people that are going to join us. I decided to come on here quick just to say hello to my viewers, and hopefully I can catch some of you on a Sunday morning. Yeah, just kind of hanging out. And this will be just a very quick recap. All right. So with that, I am going to share a screen of something that is a little interesting to me. Okay, that's the right one. Okay. This is a clip from the Law and Crime, and I thought it's kind of interesting, and just to watch, just to get a little bit of a recap on what's going on. And I will. And if you can't come on now, hey, hopefully you'll check this out later. Can't join me now? Check me out later. Yeah, okay. All right.
Say again, for one more time, is that my only concern are my children. I care deeply about them, and I can't wait to be with them again.
His only concern was his children, not his children's mother, who had
only
disappeared.
concern was his children.
No concern.
No.
At all about her.
No.
Like she would just get up and leave. Didn't happen. As Fotis Dulos, he's no longer with us because once he was charged with murdering his missing wife, he took his own life. Now, at the time that he was split up from his wife, he had a girlfriend, and her name was Michelle Troconis. There she is. Well, now Michelle Troconis has been charged and is alleged to have been part of what happened to Jennifer Dulos. And her trial is ongoing, and Kelly Craft, Court TV legal correspondent, is in Connecticut, where we've never had a camera in a criminal trial before, and has the latest from court tonight.
Ready to be an e-commerce pioneer? Our baked-in premium plugins give you the best ingredients.
Going on. Okay, here we go.
Well, hi there, Vinny. A pretty interesting day here in court in Stamford, Connecticut. The state played a surveillance video, some street camera video for the jury today, and that video showed a black pickup truck driving around Hartford, Connecticut. Inside that black pickup truck, Fotis Dulos, as well as the defendant in this case, Michelle Troconis. So the jury was able to see Fotis Dulos getting in and out of that black pickup truck, throwing out trash. We did hear for the first time today the name Michelle Troconis, of course, who is the defendant in this case. I caught up with defense counsel on the steps of the Superior Courthouse here and asked him about that. Let's listen.
Well, we heard Michelle Troconis' name today, finally.
Yes, finally. We've never disputed the fact that Michelle was in that vehicle and that she told the police. They didn't know for sure until she told them, and she said, yeah, that's Fotis Dulos driving. So, and, you know, the bottom line is, you know, these are things that Fotis Dulos did. He's not here to explain himself, and I don't think anybody is going to be able to explain what he was up to, but that's where we're at right now.
Michelle Troconis is facing conspiracy to commit murder in this case. Her then boyfriend, Fotis Dulos, was charged with murdering Jennifer Dulos. Although Jennifer Dulos' body has never been found, Fotis Dulos, of course, later on committed suicide, but not before going around Hartford, Connecticut, and throwing out what prosecutors say was evidence of a crime against Jennifer Dulos. He is seen on this surveillance video, these street camera videos, throwing out various trash bags and also a mat. He's trying to throw a mat into a trash bin, but it wouldn't fit. So then he placed it alongside a Jamaican restaurant. Also, one of the street camera videos showed the defendant in this case, Michelle Troconis, getting out of the passenger side of the vehicle and then appearing to throw something away that defense counsel says was gum. Here is what the witness on the stand said was recovered from that sewer drain. Let's listen.
See that there was an envelope, like a FedEx envelope, that was coming up out of the water with their equipment. And Detective Fitzsimons had gloved hands, and he reached in and recovered the envelope and put it over by the sidewalk, opened it up. And when he opened it up to pull out the contents, we saw 2 Connecticut license plates.
And when investigators recovered those license plates, they noticed that they were not even registered. They weren't valid license plates, and that they were altered. And for instance, they had changed, someone had allegedly changed one of the numbers into a letter, and some other items were altered on the license plate as well. Also, we saw some video of a homeless man who was rummaging through those trash cans and found what appeared to be a pillow. And also what we're hearing was possibly a hunting knife that prosecutors have said was used in the crime against Jennifer Dulos. But more on that when this case continues tomorrow.
A hunting knife.
That's the latest from Stamford, Connecticut.
Okay.
Kelly Craft will send it back to
And
you.
a pillow.
Another big day. It will continue on Tuesday. Connecticut versus Michelle Troconis. Let's bring back our think tank, Al Wunsch, Darnell Cross, and Jennifer Brandt. Darnell, obviously chomping at the bit right now, but let's go to Jennifer Brandt first. Jennifer, here's the question. A woman, hypothetical, a woman is driving around with her millionaire boyfriend who has a huge home, right? I mean, enormous home in Connecticut. And you're driving around and you're throwing out garbage in different garbage pails around Hartford at the time that his estranged wife is suddenly reported missing soon afterwards. Is there an innocent explanation for that?
Sure, Vinny, there's always an innocent explanation. And I'm sure if Darnell were involved in this case, he would be giving it right now. Now, there's always an explanation, but I think the difficulty in this case is that Fotis Dulos is deceased. He's gone. And so people are looking, perhaps a juror and jury are looking for someone to blame in this case. This woman, this mother, she's killed, she's gone, she's obviously dead, probably at the hands of her husband, and he's gone. So who else is there but the girlfriend who is driving around in the car? So I think that's the biggest problem. One of the biggest problems here. I'm sure she'll be able to come up with an explanation. I think her attorney said she didn't know what he was doing and why he was driving around dumping things. Perhaps he was working in, he was a home builder, I believe. So maybe he said he had some materials he had to get rid of.
Yeah. They usually have dumpsters at most construction sites that I've seen. I don't know. Call me crazy. All right, Darnell, here's your opportunity.
Exactly.
Let it fly. No. I'll let you respond, Al. I'll give you the rebuttal. Go ahead.
Here's a rebuttal.
A couple of things you got to remember here. If the prosecution is saying that the suspected items that were put in the trash are evidence, then show the evidence.
Right.
You can't have a trial where you're trying to convict someone on what you suspect is evidence. You show the evidence. That's the first thing. Second thing is, if you've never seen a dead man on trial before, well, welcome to Connecticut. This is the Fotis Dulos trial. This is them trying the case of a dead man. And at the end, they will try to somehow connect it to Michelle. That's what you have here. And thirdly, when you look at the details, I have up in front of me on my other computer here, conspiracy to commit murder. In Connecticut, the conspiracy charge carries the same amount of time as the underlying charge. So murder here is 60 years. And you normally get a jury of 12 plus 4 in Connecticut. I was in the courtroom today while all these people were testifying, and I've started counting the jurors. There's 9. There was 10 before, one got let go with the social media post, so there's 9. So this is not even being treated like a murder case where there's 12 and 4. So look at these details, you find this weirdness. It's really the Fotis Dulos trial, and again, as I said on Court TV last week from Antigua, America feels they have to hold someone responsible. And here we are holding Michelle responsible for Fotis Dulos. And it's not even playing out properly.
No.
Go ahead, Al.
I mean, I'm sorry. You said this case is in Connecticut? Connecticut,
They
right?
make a pretty good valid point.
And Darnell is not involved with the case? It's kind of an odd situation to me. I'm a little perplexed in this. I mean, maybe
was
he
in
should
the
stay in this
courtroom, Val.
country
He
a
was in
little bit
court.
more and he would have gotten this case. But the situation he brings up about the jurors in this case are completely nuts. Okay. There was like 2 jurors said to the prosecutors, "We love you guys." There was another juror that was thinking that this reminds him of the Gone Girl movie with Ben Affleck and things along those lines. So the jurors are completely off the rails on this case. And, you know, it is a bizarre situation. The fact that they're going for different garbage cans and dumping stuff off, I agree. Show me what the evidence is. And, you know, then the defense is going to be give a hoot, don't pollute.
Yeah. And Darnell, why does she have so many different stories when she spoke to police 3 different times? It changed.
Well, that's the funny thing about it. She had, gosh, I forget his name now. But she had another lawyer who was pressuring her to give these statements and allegedly saying that Fotis Dulos is a bad man. He's going to kill you. He's going to kill your family if you don't give these statements. My understanding is she took it down and many times and said just cooperate. The prosecutor, who's no longer there and who was investigated, Richie Colangelo, was forced out of the position. You know, he had some agendas here, in my opinion, and all of that was cooked up. And so, you know, defendants should never be speaking to a police. They don't have proper guidance, and she didn't have it in this case either.
Well, innocent people can speak to the police. There's nothing wrong with being innocent and speaking to the police. The truth shall set you free.
Right.
No, Central Park 5. It's the truth that set the Central Park 5 free after they sit you down in a New York jail for 14, 15 hours giving you Skittles. It never sets you free. You never want to sit with these guys. Don't talk to the police and think about not talking to the prosecutors either.
How about asking your boyfriend, why are we dropping all this garbage off all around Hartford? Aren't you a millionaire?
Yeah,
Don't you have
exactly.
people for this?
Why are you doing that?
Darnell, answer.
This is a real life story. I landed here on Thursday. I had court in New Haven on Friday. I'm driving up to New Haven, and you know,
here we go.
The Yale area.
Okay. You know, I agree with I'm sorry, I have no makeup on. I just decided to do this spare of the moment. I agree. I totally agree. Why would you go in a car and here's a millionaire, he's dumping all this trash on all these different trash cans, and you're not going to question him? You know, there's some things I have a problem with, and I would love for somebody to explain that to me. And her claiming that she doesn't speak English very well, but she pretty much understood what they were saying, basically. I don't know, who's ever in here, feel free to say something. This is just a recap. And, you know, we're just chatting with a little bit of cup of coffee. And we're just I'm just trying to get a grasp on this. So now we have the interrogation interviews. And we're learning different things about Michelle a little bit. And my question is this, for any lawyer that watches my stream right now, I have a question. Why does this seem so much like Fotis Dulos is on trial? And we have a little bit of an insight of Michelle, maybe allegedly involved with the murder and the conspiracy. That's just something that that I'm stuck on. It's like watching a movie and you're hoping somehow the plot would just appear. Just, oh, here's the plot. I have troubles with some of this. And so tomorrow, excuse me, tomorrow I'll watch the trial and see what happens, see what unfolds. So this is just what I was doing today. I'm not on here very long. I'm just doing a little bit of a quick thing, a quick review and a little bit of a recap, and just basically keeping this a little short. So, yeah, whoever just tuned in, thank you very much for watching my little short recap, and I appreciate it. I appreciate all of you, and I will see you Monday.